Hello everyone, welcome to our presentation. We are from Group 3. Today we would like to present our material about Structure 21 until 24 and Reading Skill 6.
Okay, my name is Fatih Arsyad Fadila with my student number is 2024 736. So for the first one, skill 21, make verbs agree after expression of quantity. An agreement problem occurs when the subject is an expression of quantity such as all, most, or some, followed by of plus noun. In the structure, the subject, almost, or some does not determine the verb. The verb can be singular or plural depending on the noun that comes after of. For the example, the first all of the book was interesting. It's singular. Second, all of the books were interesting. And the last one, all of the information was interesting. The explanation for the first sentence, book is singular, so use was. For the second sentence, books with S is plural, so use were. And the last sentence, information is uncountable, so use was. This for formula, subject or verb agreement after expression of quantity, all, most, same, or half of the subject. When an expression of quantity is the subject, the verb agreement with the object. Formula The formula is singular noun using singular verb was or is. Plural noun using plural verb were or are. An uncountable noun using singular verb or was or is. This for exercise 21. First number, the witnesses saw that most of the fire in the hills was extinguished. The answer is correct because the fire is uncountable, so using was. Number two, some of the animals from the zoo was released into the animal reserve. The answer is incorrect because animals should be used were, not was. Number three, all of the students in the class taught by Professor Roberts is required to turn in their terms paper next Monday. The answer is incorrect because students is plural, but the verb is should be used are. Number four, half of the food that we are serving to the guests are still in the refrigerator. So the answer is incorrect because are should be is because food is using is. Number five, we believe that some of the time of the employees is going to be devoted to quality control. The answer is correct because time is uncountable noun.
My name is Naftali Putri Hermawan, and I'm going to explain about skill 22, which is about inverted verbs and how to make them agree with the subject. So, normally in English, the subject comes before the verb. For example, the students are smart. Subject first, then verb. But in certain cases, the order is flipped. The verb comes first and the subject comes after. This is called inversion. The challenge here is, even though the order is flipped, the verb must still match the subject. That's the key point. Next. Now, when does invasion happen? According to our material, then there are 5 situations. First, after question words, like where and why. For example, where is the book? Second, after negative expression, like never or rarely. For example, never have I seen such a thing. Third, after place expression, like behind the house or in the room. For example, behind the house were the bicycles. Fourth, in conditional without if, like had he known. For example, had he known the truth, he would have acted differently. And fifth, in comparisons, like then were the others. Next. Now let me show an example from inverted, so it's easier to understand. Look at first sentence. Behind the house was the bicycles I want. Many people think house is the subject because it's right before the verb, but actually house is the object of the preposition behind, so it's not the subject. The real subject is bicycles, and it comes after the verb. Since bicycle is plural, we must use were, not was. So the correct sentence is behind the house were the bicycle I want. Always find the real subject first, then match to verb it. Next. Okay. In this exercise, we need to find the inversion trigger, identify the real subject and verb, and decide whether the sentence is correct or incorrect. Number 1. Only once this morning were the letters delivered by the campus mail service. The inversion trigger here is only once, which is a negative expression. The real verb is were, which is also plural, so the sentence is correct. Number 2, around the corner and to the right is the rooms that have been assigned to that program. The trigger is around the corner and to the right, which is a place expression. The real subject is rooms, which is plural, but the verb used is, which is singular. They don't match, so the sentence is incorrect. The verb should be changed to are. So it be on the right are the rooms. Number 3, what in the world is the children trying to do? The trigger is what, which is a question word. The real subject is children, which is plural, but the verb is singular. They don't match, so the sentence is incorrect. It should be are the children. So the correct sentence is what in the world are the children trying to do? Number 4, John would be studying the chapters were he able to get hold of the book. The trigger is were he able, which is a conditional without if. In this type of sentence, the main clause must use would plus best verb. But here it says would be studying, which is the continuous form. That's wrong. So this sentence is incorrect. It should be John would study. The correct sentence is John would study the chapters were he able to get off the book. Number 5, the chapter has many more exercises than the next one. The trigger is then, which is a comparison. The real subject is the next one, which is singular, but the verb is do, which is plural, so they don't match. So the sentence is incorrect. The verb should be does. The correct sentence is this chapter has many more exercises than does the next one. Next.
Okay, my name is Nabila Ramadhani. I'm student number 2024-741. Next, I would like to continue the presentation by explaining skill 23, makes verbs agree after curtain words. Curtain words in English are always grammatically singular, even though they might have plural meanings. For example, everybody are going to the theater, incorrect. Everybody is going to the theater, correct. We say everybody is going, not everybody are going, because everybody is singular. Even though we understand from this example that a lot of people are going to the theater, everybody is still singular and requires a singular verb. The plural verb are going should be changed to the singular verb is going. Next. Next, the words in this table can be divided into 3 groups. The first group refers to people, the second group refers to things, and the third group consists of each and every, which are usually followed by a noun. Even though these words might have plural meanings, they are grammatically singular and must be followed by singular verbs. Next. Okay, next exercise 23. Each of the following sentence contains one of the words that are grammatically singular but have plural meanings. Underline these words once and underline the verbs twice, then indicate if the sentence are correct or incorrect. For number one, is it impossible to believe that somebody actually admire that man? The subject is somebody and the verb is admire. Somebody is a singular word, but admire is not a singular verb. Therefore, this sentence is incorrect. The correct sentence should be somebody actually admires that man. And for number two, each of the doctors in the building needs to have a separate reception area. The subject is each. Even though there is the word doctors, the main subject is still each. The verb is needs. Since both each and needs are singular, the sentence is correct. For number three, the president felt that no one were better suited for the position of chief staff advisor. The subject is no one and the verb is were. No one is a singular word, but were is plural verb. Therefore, the sentence is incorrect. The correct verb should be was. And for number four, everybody participating in the fundraiser are to turn in the tickets by 8 o'clock. The subject is everybody and the verb is are. Everybody is singular, but are is a plural verb. Therefore, the sentence is incorrect. The correct verb should be is. Next.
My name is Edi Evaldo. My student number is 2024-771, and I will explain skill 24, use parallel structure with coordinate conjunction. The job of the coordinate conjunction and, but, or is to join together equal expression. In other words, what is on one side of this word must be parallel to what is on the other side. This conjunction can join nouns or verb or adjective or phrases or subordinate clauses or main clauses. They just must join together two of same thing. Here example of two nouns joined by a coordinate conjunction. One, I need to talk to the manager or the assistant manager. She is not a teacher but a lawyer. You can choose from activities such as hiking and kayaking. Here example of two verbs joined by coordinate conjunction. He only eats and sleeps when he takes a vacation. She invites us to her home but never talk with us. You can stay home or go to the movie with us. Here are examples of two adjectives joined by a coordinate conjunction. My boss is sincere and nice. The answer that he gave was short but difficult. Class can be interesting or boring. Here are examples of two phrases joined by coordinate conjunction. There are students in the classroom and in front of the building. The papers are on my desk or in the drawer. The checks will be ready, not a noun, but 1 o'clock. Here example of two clauses joined by coordinate conjunction. They are not interested in what you say or what you do. I'm here because I have to be and because I want to be. Mr. Brown likes to go home early, but his wife prefers to stay late. So we can join some two or three same structure with coordinate conjunction. For the example, this the exercise 24. Number one, she held jobs as a typist, a housekeeper, and in a restaurant. This is incorrect because a typist and housekeeper is a job and restaurant is a place, so it's not a same structure. So number two, the report you are looking for could be in the file or on the desk. This is correct because the file and the desk is same structure. Number three, she works very hard but usually gets below average grades. This is correct because this is joined to price with some structure. So number 4, the speaker introduced himself, told several interesting anecdotes, and finishing with an emotional plea. This is incorrect because the speakers introduced it is use ed, but in finishing use verb ing, so it's not the same structure. And then number 5, the then or the assistant then will inform you of when and where you should apply for your diploma. This is correct because when and where is same structure.
Okay, next skill 6, answer implied detail question correctly. Implied detail question asks you to draw a conclusion from specific details in the passage. The answer is not directly stated, but is suggested by the facts. You can recognize this question by looking for keywords such as implied, inferred, likely, probably. Next. The passage. The Hawaiian language is a melodious language in which all words are derived from an alphabet of only 12 letters, the five vowels A, E, I, O, U, and the seven consonants H, K, L, M, N, P, W. Each syllable in the language ends in a vowel and two consonants never appear together. So vowels have a much higher frequency in the Hawaiian language than they do in English. This musical sounding language can be heard regularly by visitors to the islands. Most Hawaiians speak English, but it is quite common to hear English that is liberally spiced with words and expressions from the traditional language of the culture. A visitor might be greeted with the expression aloha and may be referred to as a malihini because he is a newcomer to the islands. The visitor may attend an outside luau where everyone eats too much and be invited afterwards to dance the hula. The question, which of the following is probably not a Hawaiian word? To conclude this example, the key takeaway is the rule about consonants. The question asks which word is probably not Hawaiian. Since the text say consonant cannot be together, we look at the option. In option C, the consonants ki and I appear together. Therefore, we can conclude the mekli is probably not a Hawaiian word.
Okay, how implied detail question? How to identify the question on both paper and computer test. Example, it is implied, it can be inferred, it most likely, and what probably. Where to find the answer? The answer to these questions are generally found in order in the passage. And next, how to answer the question. First, choose a keyword in the question. Second, scan the passage for the keyword or a related idea. 3. Carefully read the sentence that contains the keyword. And 4. Look for an answer that could be true according to that sentence.
Okay, the next is TOEFL exercise 6. Eskimos need efficient and adequate means to travel across water in that the areas where they live are surrounded by oceans, bays, and inlets, and dotted with lakes and seas. Two different types of boats have been developed by Eskimos, each constructed to meet specific needs. The kayak is something like a canoe that has been covered by a deck. A kayak is generally constructed with one opening in the deck for one rider. However, some kayaks are made for two, because the deck of a kayak is covered over except for the hole or hole for its rider or riders. A kayak can tip over in the water and roll back up without filling with water and sinking. One of the primary use of the kayak is for hunting. The umiak is not closed over, as is the kayak. Instead, it is an open boat that is built to hold 10 to 12 passengers. Eskimos have numerous uses for the umiak, which reflect the size of the boat. The umiak is used to haul belongings from campsite to campsite, and it is used for hunting larger animals that are too big to hunted in a kayak. So for the first question is, it is implied in the passage that if a kayak has two hulls, then the answer is A. It accommodates two riders. So in line 5, text says kayak hull are made for two riders. So means two hulls. So means it's two hulls mean two riders. Number 2, it can be inferred from the passage that an example of the animals mentioned might be. The answer is a whale because the text says the Yumet boat is for hunting very large animal. A whale is the only giant animal listed on the answer. Next. Okay. The next is two types of the trees from the same family of trees share honor in certain respects as the most impressive of trees. Both evergreen conifers, the California redwood, Sequoia sempervirens, and the giant sequoia, Sequoia dendron gigantum, are found growing natively only in the state of the California. The California redwood is found along the northern coast of the state, while the giant sequoia is found inland and at higher elevation along the western slopes of the Sierra Nevadas. The California redwood is the tallest living tree and is, in fact, the tallest living thing on the face of the earth. The height of the tallest redwood on record is 385 feet or 120 meters, though not quite as tall as the California redwood with a height of 320 feet or 100 meters. The giant sequoia is nonetheless the largest and most massive of living things. Giant sequoias have been measured at the more than 100 feet or 30 meters around the base, with weight of more than 66,000 tons. So the question number 3 is, it is implied in the passage that the answer is D. The leaves of neither type of tree in the passage turn brown in the winter. Because in line 2, both evergreen conifers, it's mean their leaves stay greens and never turn brown. Next question is number 4. It can be inferred from the passage that Sierra Nevadas are the answer is D, a mountain range, because which is in line 5 and 4, while the giant sequoias is found inland and at higher elevation along western slopes of the Sierra Nevadas. Next. The last question is, which of the following is implied in the passage? The answer is B. The California redwood is not as big around the giant sequoias, because in the line 9 and 10, largest and most massive of living things, giant sequoias, have been measured at the more 100 feet around the base, with weight of more than 6,000 tons. This means the redwood is the tallest, but the giant sequoia is the widest. So that's all for the presentation. Thank you for watching and listening. Thank you. Goodbye.